All right. Hi, welcome to the Victoria Theater Arts Center Minecraft Rollercoaster Building Competition judging video. I am here with Natalie Wass, Entertainment Team Lead at Nick Universe, who by virtue of position has some excellent expertise to share with us today on roller coasters. Royce Johnson, who is our fantastic Minecraft youth leader, who also put together the Redstone lecture for this event, and Adam, who is one of our excellent youth volunteers and an incredibly skilled Minecraft player himself. I am so excited to judge this, to have you guys judging this awesome competition, and can't wait to get started. Thank you so much for joining us today. So we're very excited to start exploring our roller coaster build competition entries. Let's get started. Right. Let's see. I think if we want to start with Lemon Tree's pink drink, that'll probably be a good idea.
Okay.
So our competitors had 3 hours to build the best coaster they could. So this is pink drink. If we want to do a quick aerial pass over, and then we'll ride the coaster. Lots of cool detail here. Very much on theme. And feel free to chime in with thoughts as we go.
I like how much they focused on like their theme, because sometimes I see like it's kind of veer away from their theme. Pink drink really needs pink.
I'm realizing the cart noise might be a little loud. We might need to do some
I can
sound
change that
mitigation.
setting. I'll change that setting quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Almost done, it looks like. Where does it keep going? Whoa.
Ooh, underground portion.
Nice. Okay, let's change that setting.
Yeah.
There was actually an underground portion towards the beginning too. It's like
Yeah.
an amethyst cave, I think.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. Is there anything we want to get a closer look at?
Could we get like a sky view of the ride like,
Yeah.
thing real quick? So I really like how they use the fences. I think that's really creative because it gives it that like, you know, kind of like old-timey roller coaster effect. And in the original, they actually had a big sign that kind of flickered. I thought that was cool, but apparently it kind of retired, or it accidentally got broke or something. But it's still really cool how they kind of like just built the whole thing. Plus, there's like little areas in between like the places that have like pink sheep in it that have names, and these new trees that just came out that really fit the theme. So I think it's good. They had creativity. It's really quality, I think. It's a functional roller coaster, and I think they kept with their theme, like I said earlier.
Whoops. Awesome. Strawberries.
They really went hard with the detail.
Yeah, they're really good. And I like how they for like the little lights, they use like trapdoors and frog legs. I think that's really creative. Also with their shaders, this thing looks absolutely stunning.
It really is beautiful. And it feels like, you know, a dream. Lovely dreamscape you're flying through.
Yeah. So like the little candles and stuff, those are a nice addition.
They've also got the mushroom cows over here too.
Ooh. I wonder, do they have like a different animal in every compartment? That's like really
Oh, wow.
Rosemore.
cool. They're all really creative.
I like that. Oh, now there's pigs. Oh my goodness.
Pinkest and Cherrywood. I really like this one.
Yeah.
Pinky Pinkest and Cherrywood. They went all out.
Tons of detail.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then when it comes to scores, what are we thinking in our categories? For a reminder, our categories for scoring are quality, creativity, functionality, and theme. So the structure is unique. The structure is well built and uses the medium in a way that it fits well. It is functional, it can be written, it's clear how to use it, and every element is incorporated. And it has a clear theme and incorporates something from the lecture. So if we start with the creativity, what are our thoughts?
I think it was super creative. I'm honestly, yeah, I think I'm gonna give it an 8 or a 9.
I think I can go next for creativity. I liked it. I really liked the amethyst biome underground. That looked really cool. For creativity, I think I'll give it a 9. Yeah.
I will admit I don't know an enormous amount about Minecraft, so it makes me a bit of a strange judge for this. But I think it's really beautiful and immersive, and yes, very creative. So I'm going to give it a 9 as well.
Yeah. And I will say, even if you don't know a ton about Minecraft, you do know a lot about roller coasters and the fun of getting into them. And so
and what you usually go past, and I will say that this roller coaster really takes you on a remarkable ride.
yeah. All right, so then our next category is quality.
Easy 10. That was great. That was really high quality, and they obviously put a lot of time into it. I really liked how like they even use like the littlest details such as candles. You can really tell.
This is one where I feel like because I don't know as much about what Minecraft can and can't do, I'm going to go with an 8, but I'll make sure that it is, my judgment criterion are the same as I see the other roller coasters.
That makes sense.
I think I'll give it a 9, because like nothing is out of place on this roller coaster at all. Like everything like fits together to make like the picture, and I like that.
Nice. Yeah. So then functionality, it's rideable. It's fairly clear where to go. How are we feeling about rating?
I think it's good. I think it's a solid 8 for me. I mean, it's not like anything spectacular. Like they didn't do any like cool tricks. And also plus with the ending of like no cactus or anything to break the minecart, kind of just ended and derailed. I'm not sure if I like that ending too much, but I'll give it a solid 8.
I feel like in the real roller coaster world, derailment is kind of a negative, but in the world of Minecraft, it's perhaps acceptable in a different way. And I think overall, I'll give it an 8 as well for that.
Oh wait, functionality? Sorry. I think the start and end of the roller coaster, like at the end of the roller coaster, you have to get out and do a little bit of a walk. I'll give it like a 7.
And then theme is our final category. Adam, you're muted.
I really think that it stuck to its theme good. Because it's called Pink Drink and like everything in it is pink basically. So that I just think it stuck really well because I don't always see it sticking well to its theme. So I think I'm gonna give that a 10.
I'll also go with a 10.
I do think it's absolutely beautiful and immersive. I'm gonna go with a 9 on this one.
Nice. I will say these guys are such, every time they go, they're incredible competitors. Lemon Tree has always brought theme really strong. All right, nice. All right, so then that's on to the next one, which will be Team Beast. Do you want the coordinates for that one?
Can you remind me which one it was? Was it the blue one or the brown one?
The brown one.
Brown one. Okay. The one that's far away, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
And there might be a warp set up for it. I can't remember.
There might be. I'm pretty sure it's this way. There it is. There we go.
Alrighty.
Okay, first of all, they have a nice dispenser for chests where or for carts, so you can get a cart and you'll be ready to go. Oh wait, let's do a flyover first, actually.
This one's a lot more imposing than the last one.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay.
This is definitely going to be a thrill seeker ride.
Yeah, I don't know where it goes after this. I guess we're just gonna have to find out.
Yeah, ride and learn.
Yeah. Okay. Let's take the middle one. Okay. Are we ready?
Okay. Oh, scary.
Whoa.
We might want to switch to first person for here. Oh my goodness.
Oh. Come on.
Well, we might have to start at the beginning again.
Get a head start. Come on.
There we go.
Okay, almost there. Almost there. There we go. Oh.
Little signs with threatening messages.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
Is that the end, or can you swim through the lava?
Oh. Let's see. Oh.
So I know these guys were excited about having multiple spaces.
Yeah, I don't think this is the space that you want to be.
Yeah, I think the minecart automatically gets broken in lava.
It does. It broke when I was like halfway down, and then
Oh, okay.
there's a house down here though. If you survive the lava, then you get a house.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I saw them talking about how they're gonna build like a whole city down there.
Yeah. Oh, there's signs. Get out. Oh,
Interesting.
that's so I wasn't supposed to fight. Turn back. Oh. There's not really anywhere back to go to though.
Like, how would you turn back?
Winter neighborhood. Okay. Interesting. Now I have to like walk out of here. Let's see if I can ride up the ramp. Nope, the water pushes me back.
Not the easiest
not
or
know
clearest endpoint.
Yeah.
You did not know?
I did not know that rails could like go through water.
Yeah. I think that was an addition in the past few years, I think. Because last time I tried doing it, it didn't work.
Yeah.
And there's only specific redstone blocks that work underwater too.
Yeah, they had to use redstone blocks to power the rails, I guess. Because torches and
wow.
levers break.
I think
yeah.
that underwater feature that I did not know about automatically gets the functionality for me up to 10. Because that's a really cool feature, you know.
Yeah. Also, I remember when the endpoint used to be right here. They made a portal and realized that it didn't work. So then they just rolled with it and they just were like, well, why not just make a fake portal?
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, some excellent problem solving.
Mhm. Okay, what should we do now?
I believe our next one on the, oh wait, first we've got to,
Yeah.
you got me
Yeah.
going ahead of myself. Okay, so first
Sorry.
let's score on creativity.
Okay.
I think it was pretty creative. Changed themes a couple of times though, but I think it was a pretty creative ride. Because they came up with their own ice village. But since there was kind of like a ruined portal theme down there, I think I'm gonna give it a solid 8.
Yeah, in terms of just being surprised and excited by things that were coming up, I thought it was extremely creative in giving us different environments. I'm going to go with an 8 on that one also.
I'll go with 8. Yeah.
Alrighty, and then how do we feel about quality?
I think it was a really quality ride. But I don't know. I just don't like how it just kind of went straight, like at the first part, how it just kind of went straight down. I think I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting and very cool how all of those things go together, but I felt like overall it just wasn't quite as high as the one before, so I'm gonna go with a 7 just to be, yeah, clear on my, I don't know, my judgment basis.
Quality. Yeah, I'll go with the 7 for quality. Yeah, getting stuck at the bottom wasn't very fun. Like, there's not much they could do about the zombies, so I don't blame the zombie, but yeah. But
Can't put a zombie on a leash like we can the bees.
Yeah.
All right then, functionality. Adam, you're
What is
muted again.
functionality graded on again?
Functionality is, can we ride it? Is it clear how to use it? And is each element well incorporated?
Actually, I might change my functionality because I heard it again. I think the water feature was cool. I'll hear that, but like The bottom part, it was kind of confusing because like maybe the lava pit goes deeper, maybe it doesn't. And also like we kind of got stopped by a couple things. So I know it's not their fault, but I think I'm gonna give it a 7.
That makes sense.
Yeah, for like having like the end point not defined and like I couldn't find a way back out once I went down. That was not very fun. But also this beginning part where it's like you can have 3 people ride at once and then they join together. That's pretty cool. Like, I'm gonna try it. And so they just like go together so you can like ride with friends. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, and it becomes one. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it does.
Wow.
It would be cool if like the 3 carts stayed like parallel a little bit longer and did some more fun stuff before joining. But I also like this because like you can go with friends and like see the same things at the same time. That's really cool. But I'll give it an 8.
I totally love I feel like that joining feature for me goes into creativity more than function. I suppose it is a function though to be able to join them up and have them move. But I do agree on the moments of confusion. I'm gonna give it a 7 for really solid, and it tries to do so many things and is, you know, getting close. And I'm excited to see where this group, you know, will go with more experience.
All right, and that brings us to the final one, which is theme.
The theme wasn't quite obvious on this one. I'm still not quite sure what it is because kind of went from like a wintry vibe, like a nether vibe, and then it kind of went back to a winter vibe. So it's kind of switched up the like theme, like instead of the last one that like a lot of times it won't keep to the theme very well, and I don't think this one did for very well. So I think I'm gonna have to go with a 6.
I think yeah, there were a lot of themes that didn't like blend much. I'll give it a 6 as well.
I guess for me, you know, it seems like the thrill is the big thrill of the great outdoors. I feel like it really goes through a lot of fun environments. I'm willing to go 7 on the theme. I felt like although it went to different places, for me, they were connected.
All righty. I was gonna mention really quick with the Great Outdoors theme. You had mentioned you had some experience, Natalie, with the log ride at Nick Universe. Are we seeing any parallels here?
You know, in some ways, the big dips into the water, although of course we haven't quite made it to full underwater immersion. We do try to step, you know, into the mining world. So in some ways it's quite parallel to this, and it does travel through a forest, more or less. There's beavers, there's woodsmen, before you flow down essentially the realistic mountain. So the log ride is run all on gravity, and it's interesting to me watching these roller coasters and trying to figure out how they would be powered. And that part I know in the actual world of Minecraft you don't have to worry as much about, but I do think it would take quite a bit of electricity with these different drops and then the climbs back up. The initial climb is a winch, but then up at the top, once you start going on the gentle glide, that and both of the drops are gravity powered after the water's pumped up to the top. So it's kind of a cool environmental feature to have been made 30 years ago.
It's fascinating. I didn't know that. That is really cool. All right. Well, as we tally up our totals for the Colossal by Team Beast, I believe our next build is Manfredi Mayhem's Mine Shaft, which, speaking of mining themed builds,
I was actually having some problems with that one when I did an initial test. Oh, is it this one?
yeah, this is the Mine Shaft.
Oh, okay,
So-
then never mind. I think I was thinking of a different one, but I had some problems with one of the roller coasters. Like it stopped, like it got wedged into a wall at like in the caves. It was really weird. I don't know, and we might run into that issue.
We'll have to keep an eye out.
Are we at least this tall? Yes, we are. Okay. Wait time 20 minutes. Okay. Enter mineshaft at your own risk. Push for minecart. There it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Wait, should we do a flyover? I keep forgetting.
Let's do a
Let's
quick
do a
flyover.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the entrance. There's a bunch of floating ores.
It looks like they used your hopper setup to build
Oh.
a cart dispenser that recycles the
They did.
carts.
That's great. Okay, we'll see that in action later. Nice. I actually thought this was part of the theme, part of like the mineshaft theme too. That's really cool. There's a big drop here.
Oh my.
There's a lot of drops. Wow. It really goes along with the mayhem theme. Is this?
Don't know.
I don't know if this is attached to anything. But yeah, that looks really cool. Wait, it would go. Oh, okay. Should I explore this or should we just ride and find out?
I think let's ride and find out.
Let's ride and find out.
When I was watching them build it, they had this huge cavern they had dug out. And so it looks like there's going to be a lot more underground to go with this ride.
Oh. Okay. Third person view or
I think
Get
first
on.
person, it's gonna get close.
first person? Yeah. Okay.
This was the event we had the most tap outs for judges and helpers due to worries about motion sickness.
I can believe that.
Oh,
Ooh. Ooh.
it just keeps going. Whoa. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness.
that's.
Oh,
Gotta be careful about how bad we lag ourselves here too.
it's hard to keep up with all the spirals. Monsters. Whoa. Was that the place where you got wedged in a wall, Adam? Oh,
I think
there
I
we
actually
go.
patched it when it happened. So
Nice. Wow.
All right, that was fascinating. Initial thoughts?
That was a really intense ride. I will say, from the perspective of someone who works with actual roller coasters a lot, I feel like your goal is to thrill people, but maybe not actually make them sick. And this one's kind of like on the edge of being so wild. I mean, true thrill seekers ride, but I would be scared myself.
Yeah, the one that dropped a couple times, that kind of put me on edge, you know, because like you did that in real life, like there's no guarantee that it would drop right there exactly on the track, you know?
Right there.
So I don't know. I know realism isn't a thing, but in terms of realism, I don't know if this as realistic.
Although you can't go underwater either in real life, unless
Yeah,
you're,
that's true.
you know,
That's
so I feel like it's it's just interesting to look at what is possible.
And the way they utilized jumps to get those very frightening immediate downhills, because getting a steep drop here is very difficult. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so if we move to our judging sheet, how are we feeling on quality
Wait.
or creativity? Sorry, that's my bad.
It's okay. In terms of creativity, I think it's pretty creative, but like yeah, I think it's pretty creative. I think I'm gonna give it a solid 8. Wait, my mic's unmuted, right? Okay,
Yep,
sorry.
we can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Wait, so what is creativity graded on again? I get like 3 of them mixed up.
You're good. Creativity and uniqueness. Your structure is unique and uses artistic creativity that sets it apart from others.
I give it like an 8. I don't know if I can give it 8.5, but
Hey, I'll
actually,
allow an 8.5.
I'll bump it up to a 9. I really like the use of like the ores as like a color palette, like up here, and then underground, like they switched, like the caves looked great. And like yeah, the large cavern was also really cool, and like just like using like the natural like space underground that was already there. Yeah,
Especially the fact that like a bat flew by our heads as we went down the track.
and also like rolling away from that horde of monsters that was behind us. That was probably not on purpose. Like they just probably were there because they wanted to be there, but like that was really cool.
I agree with everything that's been said, and I also just even thinking of the idea of throwing the cart, onto a drop and then having it so seamlessly connect to the next line. I mean, that's just a really interesting way to think about the future of riding. So I'll give it an 8.
Alrighty, that means we are on to quality.
I think that it was like super quality, and I liked how they utilized like the underground space. And I think it was super quality because there's a big step up from I think they've competed before, right? Yeah, I think
Yes.
it's like really good compared to those, and I really, really liked it. But I think I'm gonna give it a solid 9.
I think so. What is quality rated on again? I get like this might be the last time I ask.
It's all good. I'll read it as many times as you need it. Quality is the quality of the build based on the engineering and Minecraft materials and techniques. Does it utilize the mechanics of the world? Is it a good use of the medium of Minecraft?
I give it, I guess in that case, I really like the features like underground. Let's see if I can find the mysterious hole. Wait, I already went down the mysterious hole. Where's the other part? Oh well. But I really liked the stuff that was like under the caves. I can't find it, but there were some really, really cool uses of the tracks that I didn't even know existed. Also, this really goes with the name Mayhem. I cannot figure out where I'm going. There it is. Like the uses of like this thing right here, like having like the tracks zigzag like this, that was like really, that was a really cool technique. So I'll give like quality a 10.
And that's a really interesting way to keep up speed, right? Because doing the turns increases the speed of your minecart.
It does.
Fantastic. All right.
I do think it's immensely innovative, and it certainly was an incredibly smooth ride. I'm gonna go with an 8 for quality.
All right. Royce, I'm sorry, I had a brain fart moment. Would you repeat your score again?
I think I gave it a 10.
Fantastic. There we go. All right, then we're on to functionality. This is, can it be ridden? Is it clear how to ride it? And is each element well incorporated?
I think it was kind of clear, but also the aspect of mayhem. I mean, I had signs and stuff, but just some of the parts, I'm not sure how clear it was in some parts, because when Royce was trying to look at that, look for that feature, it was really hard to find it. So I think I'm gonna have to give it a solid 7.
I guess for me, although it was true that I was afraid for my, my pretend life, I did feel it was such an incredibly smooth ride, and I loved being able to drop off and land new places. And we made it through, so I'm going to give it an 8. I thought it was very solidly functional.
Nice.
I think I'll also give it an 8 because like, even though like it was like very chaotic, the tracks got us where we needed to be, and like we didn't have to like get off and try to fix an issue or anything. Like we started right there somewhere. We started there and we ended right here, and then you can just leave right away. And I like that.
That definitely helps in a real, theme park. People get really upset if they end far away from where they begin and they can't find the people they came with. So, yeah, extra points for thinking that through.
That brings us to our final category, theme.
Did we do clarity? Wait.
Oh, wait.
Clarity theme?
Yep, that's clarity of theme. Does your structure have a clear theme? Does it incorporate some element of what you learned from the lecture or your personal research?
Adam, you muted.
I think it sticks to its theme pretty well all throughout it, because it even goes into a cave, which is, I think, it's really cool. So I think I'm going to give it a 9. Actually, no, 10. I'll give it 10.
I did think the theme was very consistent. I guess I'm just feeling all the 8s on this one. I'm doing an 8 for everything, 8 for clarity as well.
I think I'll give it a 9. I already gave a 10, and I like the theme, like the cave theme up here, like also with the name Mayhem. I can't agree more. We had to have like a moment of silence after the ride ended to just process what we experienced. I think that's a good sign. I really liked it. Also, the automatic cart dispenser thing that automatically goes over here, that was part of the lecture video. I really like that.
Alrighty. That leaves us to our last build by, let me double check the username. Yep, Nazca 2B. They call this the Blue Coaster. It is our only individual build. They made this by themselves. I forget how old this player is, but they're one of our younger players too.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Start with a pretty high climb.
Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. So you go up this giant blue track here. You go around this way. And then you go straight down this way. And you just keep going, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it ends.
Yeah. So it looks to me that you need to climb this ladder and then put your own minecart right here. If I can find my minecarts. There.
It also appears they've got a series of mine carts at the base of the ladder.
Yeah.
They're all stacked up.
My guess is that
that's-
someone put it right here, and then it just went, it just ran away.
Oh.
Yeah,
Luckily
I was
that's-
gonna patch it up a little, but I didn't have the time.
Well, you know, I think letting their work stand on its own is important.
Yeah.
And I do think it's an important note that like this works in Minecraft, but it wouldn't necessarily be safe in real life.
Yep.
Those cards would be like pressed.
Whee! Down into the cart pile.
All right. Shall we try this a ride in earnest?
Yep.
This
Okay.
might be a third person one.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
Mhm.
It looks like they used levers to power their rails to avoid having to use any visible redstone, which is a cool way to stay on theme.
Yeah. I like how like they do kind of blend in with the blocks, so they're not as noticeable as like redstone blocks or redstone torches.
Hmm.
Oh. What does that sign say?
Oh, that's from the Pink Drink team. They
Oh.
were asserting the boundaries of their build.
Pink Drink admires you. Okay. So there's like, you'd have to give yourself a little bit of a jump start, but that's all right.
Mhm.
Whoa. Oh,
Whoop. And now we get bounced backward.
wait. Oh. Okay, I guess this is gonna be an infinite ride here. Wait a second. Oh, that's a rocket. What's in here?
Let's find out. Whoa.
None of the rails are powered.
None of the rails are powered. Okay, I think this was like a little extra thing that's not part of their mission. And then there's a little bit of a path, and that's it. Okay.
I will say, if we go up, there were also some signs before the jump. I think there was a warning that there was a drop.
Oh, really? Wait, where?
Oh, funny.
Up at the top.
Oh, at the top. Let's see. Yeah, there's a little bit of like a station here. Let's see what it says. This is on heads up.
This is on purpose.
Purpose.
Heads up.
Heads up. You are about to fall. Oh, okay. Yeah. it was
Oh,
hard to read.
cute.
Aw,
It's a good warning to have.
yeah.
All
I
right.
might need it before I get on the roller coaster, but
Oh,
but I appreciate it in the middle too.
Okay.
alrighty. So, what are our thoughts
was really creative. I liked how it was just like an old-fashioned roller coaster, but it kind of was pretty plain. But I liked it. I think I'm gonna give it an 8.
I I liked it. Yeah, I'll give it an 8.
Somehow for creativity, that does seem like the right score to me too. I did just plain feel different flying up towards the sky, that I did in the other environments. And so I feel like this, creator really captured something that is creative and beautiful. So yeah, 8 from me as well.
Alrighty. And then quality.
Quality.
Another refresher on quality. Quality is the quality of the build based on the engineering and materials and techniques, use of the medium.
I'm not sure about the quality because the beginning the rails were like slipping, the minecarts were like slipping off, and like I just don't know. I mean, it was a good ride. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just not like sure in the department of quality. It looked like it's kind of whipped up pretty fast. Plus, they kind of left early, didn't they?
A little bit,
Finished
yeah.
early. I think they did, right? No, was that somebody else?
No, they left a little bit early.
Okay, yeah.
We didn't manage to get their coordinates at first, but that's all right because they're very close to spawn.
Okay.
We did end up getting them in the end. Apologies, I'm having some trouble keeping my words together.
I think I'm gonna give it a 7.
I guess I don't know how much we're supposed to, keep in mind when one person is creating versus a group, but I certainly feel for, a one-person build, it's a solid 7 because it's still, there's a few places to improve, but it certainly takes you on a quality ride. So.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'll give it a 7.
Also, I'd like to add, besides the drop, this is probably one of the most realistic rides out there. Besides like the Omega drop. Like, I feel like this would be doable.
I'll also say, I know I'm not judging today, but I did really enjoy the way that they used the skyline. And kind of you can drink in the biome as you go. All of our builds today have really incorporated the environment around them really well. But I really liked the fact that like as you move through, you can enjoy the whole skyline.
Royce, what was your score again? Sorry.
I think I gave it a 7.
See, all right, that means we're on to functionality.
Okay. I think I can go first. Functionality. I'll give it a 6, I think. The start and end points were very far apart, but that's kind of expected for a ride of this magnitude. But just like getting like if you like accidentally launch yourself off the edge and also getting stuck like in the middle portion after the drop and not knowing which direction to go. Yeah.
And I totally agree. I also go with the 6, and I'd say that it was an incredible undertaking, but there's things you learn from, and so if you do get stuck and the ending's not quite clear, a few things to work on there.
I think I'm gonna give it a 6. Actually, no, 7. It's a good ride. I liked it, and it was functional. You could ride it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Isn't tight.
Mhm.
All right. Let's
What's your
see.
score, Natalie?
I said a 7. No,
Oh.
wait. No, functionality 6. Sorry.
6. Okay.
Yeah, quality 7, functionality 6 is what I went with.
Yep. And then theme is our final category.
I think it's stuck with the blue theme the whole time. I mean, it was made out of like these blue terracotta, and it did even go through water. So I'm gonna give it a 10. I like the theme.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it an 8. Just because like I remember when they were building, they were like, wow, look, I made it through the clouds. And I set my clouds to be a little bit higher. So for my computer, it's not in the clouds, but like it seems like they were trying to make it go through the sky and then through the ocean. And that's a lot of blue. But yeah, I think the theme of it was really cool.
I do think that those are really beautiful unifying elements. I guess I'm going to go with the 7 just because I felt like if I was going to be really blue, I maybe would have had, blue flowers of blue. I'm also just being, trying sort of thinking through how they compare to some of the other creators that we've had. But I thought it was a really lovely coaster and I'm glad I wrote it.
Alrighty, that brings us to our final scores. We've got
Sarah, the overall for the last one, it doesn't have an overall column.
oh, let me help with that. There you go. Right, is that right? Sorry, math is not my strong suit. I have a calculator right here.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's right.
Oh, good. Whew. Okay, so in the individual category, that gives Nazca 2B an overall score of 89, Manfredi Mayhem an overall score of 102, Team Beast an overall score of 86, and Lemon Tree an overall score of 106. So that means Lemon Tree is going to be our first place team winner, with Manfredi Mayhem taking second, I believe. Just make sure those scores are 7, 3, 7. Yep, 102. And then Nazca 2B is our individual in the lead with 89. Alrighty.
Congratulations, Lemon Tree. And congrats to all the other teams. All did great.
Really fun builds, really great to have you guys here judging with us. Thank you so much for lending your each individual expertise and for all of your help with this event as we've gone through. Special thanks to Natalie, who was just instrumental in both getting our prizes and for making time out of your busy day to come judge with us. I really appreciate all three of you.
Thank you so much. It was really just tremendous to be a part of. I saw things I never would have imagined here today, and I'm super impressed with all of the teams. So I hope you're all, very, very proud of yourselves. And I loved hearing everybody else's feedback as well. So thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Of course. All right. Thank you very much. And that'll be it for this judging video.